so I just got done filming the video that will be up before this, and I decided that I would answer some more of your all's questions since I'm already ready and filming and it's all set up. So I thought that I would answer some more of the questions that you guys sent in. Okay, so the first one is, do you consider yourself a shopaholic? No, I wouldn't consider myself a shopaholic. I'm kind of stingy with my money. I like to save it up so that if there's a big item that I want, I would rather get like a big item like a nice purse or, gosh, I don't know, like a computer or something. I don't know, that sounded really lame. But if there's something, you know, really expensive that I wanted, then I can get it. I like to save up my money rather than have a lot of clothes. So no, I'd say I'm not a shopaholic. Stefan or Damon Salvatore? Oh my gosh, this is a hard question. In the beginning, I loved Stefan just because Damon was like really mean and I didn't really like that. But now Damon is starting to get kind of nice again and I don't know, and he's still kind of a bad boy, but I would probably have to say Stefan. Favorite coffee drink? Caramel macchiato. Favorite snacks? Probably Oreos and like chips, and I don't know. I've come to like grapes recently. My mom bought grapes a couple weeks ago and I've had them in the house and I've been eating them and they're really, really good. The green ones. What's your favorite pizza topping? Definitely I get pepperonis on all the time. That's all that I get. In the previous video I said that I was a very stingy eater, which I am. So no vegetables on pizza for me. I just get cheese and pepperonis. If you were going to go anywhere in the world, where would it be and who would you take with you? Okay, if I were going to go anywhere, my dream vacation, my absolute dream vacation is to go on a cruise around the Mediterranean. I have wanted to do this for the absolute longest time. I don't know what kind of sparked it in my brain that I wanted to do this, but I've wanted to go around the Mediterranean for the longest time and hit like Greece and Italy, and I don't know if France is necessarily on the Mediterranean, but basically just tour around Europe is what I want to do. Especially go to Greece. I just think it's really, really pretty. So that's where I would want to go. And who would I take with me? I don't know. If it's before I'm like married, then maybe I'll get a group of girlfriends and go, but maybe I'll go on like my honeymoon or I don't know, maybe a family trip. I don't know who I would go with. How did you create your username and what does it mean? Okay, I've gotten some questions about this and I didn't realize that it was as complicated as it was, but it's StraightAsInStyle is how you say it. So it's kind of how to get good grades, but you know, in a stylish way, and I have some different style and beauty kind of stuff mixed in there every now and then with it too, but that's what it means. And I came up with it, actually Elle came up with it. We were brainstorming in her room and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to call my channel. And she's like, well, let me think of some ideas, and we kind of played with some and came up with that. So that's what my username means. If you could only go shopping in 3 stores for the rest of your life, what would they be? Golly, I don't know. I don't really have specific stores that I necessarily love to shop in, but I guess the mall that we have, there's very limited stores. It's very small. But the stores in there are like Victoria's Secret, Forever 21. There's this store called Charming Charlie, which is really cool. They have a lot of accessories, and the store is set up like color-coded. I don't know if they have these around the country or around the world, or if it's just kind of in the South, but they're really, really cool. So if you have one, I would go check those out. But I guess those would be the 3, and then maybe Gap, if I could add 4. I occasionally will find something in there. Do you have any tips on making friends at a new school other than joining clubs? I'm actually going to make a video on this for you guys because a lot of you have been asking how to make friends, and I actually moved to a new school in the middle of 8th grade when I met Blair, and it was a completely new thing. And I mean, it's hard making friends, especially if you move kind of to a small town where everybody's known each other for all of their lives, but it's definitely possible. I'll make a video on that for you guys. Next question is, have you ever thought about how many chameleons might be in your house? You would never know. Yeah, I guess that's true. I've never thought about how many chameleons were in my house, but since they're camouflaged, I guess no one would really ever know how many were there. Okay, that's a funny question. I like that. I'm scared for high school. Help me feel better and calm down. Okay, high school is not as crazy as people say it is. I wouldn't say that it was the best 4 years of my life. I wouldn't say that it was the worst 4 years of my life. It was just kind of like school. It's really nothing different. You kind of grow up a lot in high school. You find who you are a little bit, you know, before you go to college, and it's not that stressful. Don't freak out that much about it. Yes, being a freshman is kind of, I mean, for me anyway, I didn't know a lot of people, so I was very shy and very timid, and I didn't talk a lot. But if there was one thing that I would change, I would go back and just be like, be more outgoing and just go into it being confident. Okay, what is your favorite thing about college life? One of my favorite things about college is that you're more independent. Not only from like your parents, but also in school. It's really up to you to keep up with the course material and to keep up with studying and knowing what you're doing, because the professors, yes, they're there to help you, but they don't assign a lot of homework, which I really like, because in high school I just remember doing work and it was like, why am I doing this? It's just busy work, you know, all those worksheets that they give you and stuff. So that's what I like about college. My favorite time period in history, and this will be the last question for this video, my favorite time period in history is definitely World War II, that time period. It's just very interesting to me. It always has been since I learned about it, and probably, gosh, when do you first really learn about that? I don't know, sometime in middle school, I guess. World War II, and just kind of, you know, having the allies and then the enemies, or whatever they were called. What were they called? Allies and I don't know, something with an A. But the two opposing sides, and it was like the world was, you know, fighting against each other, and I don't know, it seemed like basically a script that someone would make up and make a book or a movie out of it. But World War II was my favorite time period in history to learn about, just because there was so much information, I guess, that you could really learn about. So that was the last question. Like I said, I hope that you guys are enjoying these videos and I'm answering your questions. And if you have any more questions, you can leave them in the comments, and I'll just keep doing these until I answer all of your all's questions that I have from you. And yeah, so I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye!